Hello, welcome to Tech Founder. I am Mustafa Iman. In the last video, we have been created a Node server. In this tutorial, I will show a complete CRUD operation using Node JS and MongoDB. First, we will take three directories: controllers, models, and routes. Let us do a CRUD operation for some employees. So inside the controllers, take a file, employee controller, employee model, and employee route. Now in the model, we'll take a constant mongoose, schema, which is mongoose schema, and employee schema. Here we will declare the employee schema. Let us take employee name, designation, email, phone, age, etc. fields. The schema type of name could be string. You can search in Google for mongoose schema types. Here you will find the supported mongoose schema types and also some examples. And the age could be number. Now here we will declare timestamps true, so that it will automatically manage created at and updated at fields. You don't have to manage it manually. Export the model. Okay, so our model is ready to use. Now we will work in the controller. First, import the model here. Here I have been declared a function called index, which will return the list of employees from database. Here it will take the request incoming bodies, it will provide the response, and if everything okay, it will go for next execution. Here employee.find is a Mongoose query. It will return all of the employees from the database. We know Node.js is asynchronous. We can handle it by using async await function or by the promise. Here I have been used a promise. If the query is okay, then it will return the response, or if it finds any error, it will return a message an error occurred. Okay, now we will go to the next function, which will return a single employee according to the employee ID that we will find in the request body. Okay, there is an error here. It should be response.json. Okay, now we will declare a store function which will add an employee to database. Okay, now we will use a promise. If the employee is saved, then it will return employee added successfully. If any error occurred, it will return an error occurred. Now we will create a function to update an employee by its employee ID. Here employee ID is the ID of the employee which has to be updated, and updated data is the new data which should be replaced, and it is a Mongoose query to update data. Now we have one last function to delete an employee. Okay, it should be find by ID and remove. We have to export the functions. Okay, our controller is ready to use. Now we will work in the route file. Import express. And import the employee controller here. Now we need to import the route in the server.js file. In the beginning, and our server is running on port 3000. So if anybody call localhost 3000/API/employee, it will call the employee controller's index function. If anybody call localhost 3000/API/employee/show, then it will call employee controller's show function. Same rules will be applicable for these functions. Okay, so everything is done. Now let us check it. I will use Postman for the checking. I hope you know what is Postman and the uses of it, but for the beginners, Postman is a platform where you can test an API without any front end. Let us test our store API first. It is a post route, so the API will be localhost 3000/API/employee/store. And we will pass the data in JSON format. Okay, make sure your server is running. Employee added successfully. Let us add some more. Okay. If we see from the database, here a new collection of employee has been created. In MongoDB, it is called as collection instead of table. Okay, here we will find the inserted data. Now we will check this API. It is a GET request and nothing after employee. It should return all the employees from the database. Okay, so this API is working properly. Now, if we want to see a single employee from the database, we should call this API, which is a post request. Okay, we can take a new tab. We need to send the employee ID because here we need this. Okay, if we take the first employee's ID, okay, it returns the first employee, and if we take the second employee's ID, then it is showing the second employee. So this API also working properly. Now we will update an employee. Let us update this employee. Actually, in this API, we don't need this. Okay. This is the ID of the employee which we want to update, and let us change the designation and age. Okay, employee updated successfully. If we call the API again, now we are getting the updated data. So this API also working successfully. Now the last API, we will delete an employee. The employee ID which should be deleted. We may be facing a problem. Let us check it. Okay, it should be response. Employee deleted successfully. Now call the API again. Okay, so it has been deleted. So all the APIs are working properly. In the next video, I will show how to upload a file or image using Node.js and MongoDB. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.